Hey everyone, in the news this week. Hollywood legend Gene Hackman died. He was famous, of course, for playing Lex Luthor, or as he's now probably known, Ex-Luthor. Either way, we're waiting for the results of the autopsy, but I think the body will be in the crypt tonight. Get it? Many people have discussed the supposed curse of Superman. Christopher Reeve spent his later years paralysed, Richard Pryor got MS, Margot Kidder had her mental health issues in her later years, and of course Henry Cavill's recent career is a train wreck, but unfortunately not the sort of train wreck where Superman saves the day. In Westminster, MP Mike Amesbury was back in Parliament after serving a 10-week sentence for punching a man in Cheshire. So, well, though he did stick to his election promise to fight for his constituents. Control of the James Bond franchise passed to Amazon, which is a sad thing given that we know what's going to happen next. When they made that ghastly Rings of Power series, they showed less respect to J.R. Tolkien than they did to the Chinese slaves that made most of their products. But I think it was best summed up in a cartoon in The New Yorker, where Bond is strapped down and asks, "Do you expect me to talk?" And Jeff Bezos replies, "No, I expect you to star in a series of increasingly bland TV shows, all that have significant viewership drops after the first episode." But the main news was this week in the US. Ukraine President Zelenskyy showed up for talks and discovered that not only had all the rainbows disappeared with the end of the DEI policies, they'd also gotten rid of all the pots of free gold at the end of the rainbows. A week or so prior, Elon Musk had asked all the civil servants employed by the government to list 5 things they'd done in their job the previous week. So I was honestly waiting for him to write to Zelenskyy in an email and asking, "What did you do with the $350 billion we gave you?" At this stage, I imagine that he maybe got back to the hotel to discover that Trump had changed the password to the White House Netflix account, so he's going to have to stop mooching off that as well. But then his fortunes turned when he flew back to Kiev via London, and Prime Minister Starmer said that he backed Ukraine. I said his fortunes turned, but I mean about how Zelenskyy felt awkward and sorry for Keir Starmer in comparison to himself. Ukraine is just about to get hundreds of billions of dollars of foreign investment when peace finally comes. And therefore, between Ukraine and the UK, I know where I'd rather be in charge of. Of the 2 leaders, only one of them got invited to Washington with press enthusiasm, whereas literally nobody cares what comes out of number 10. Unless it's a resignation letter, of course. Anyway, see you next week. If you like these, click subscribe.